Hey mama bears, I am doing a quick vid on hard-boiled eggs, but specifically what I'm doing this morning is this, pickled eggs. So in order to get pickled eggs, you got to get hard-boiled eggs. And I wanted to do a little quick tip or trick if you have eggs, and these are very fresh. Most of the ones I've got within the last several days. And if you've ever had fresh eggs, a lot of people will complain about peeling hard-boiled eggs because the membrane that's underneath the shell is kind of sticky, and it's just hard to peel, and you'll peel off chunks of the egg, and it just doesn't look pretty and that kind of stuff. So the first thing that I do is I use an Instant Pot. So I got a pot right here that I had cooked up, about 30 eggs in it. 5 minutes high pressure is what I do. And sometimes the eggs will actually naturally crack, which is easier, I think, because what I have found is that what you're looking to get is the water inside and behind that membrane. So what I do in order to facilitate that, this is a intact egg. There's no cracks in it. It is hard boiled. So what I do, dip it in the water, I start the cracking process and I roll them. I try and roll most of it. And see, it kind of starts to separate or whatever. Then I put it back in my pot of water, okay? Pretty much got all the other ones done. I pull this one out. I shatter them, for lack of a better word. I put it back in the water because I want that water in there. It helps as like a lubrication. And then if you can just find an area where it's kind of coming off good. Don't worry about the egg shell. What you really want is that membrane. That membrane, if you can kind of get that off in a sheet, the whole thing comes off. And it comes off nice and clear. And then I just dip it back in the water to kind of clear it of any of the extra eggshells on it. And then it goes in my brine. I made a really great brine. I know some people will do like old pickled juice, and they pickle their eggs that way. For the extra, I don't know, 20 minutes that it takes to make up this brine, it's delicious. And I had never had pickled eggs before until my husband turned me on to this recipe, and really good. And so good, I ended up having to go to Walmart and get a gallon container because I was doing it in basically half-gallon containers that I had, and we were just going through them too fast. So the hens are finally starting to get back to producing, and they're still a little slow as far as my preference. We go through a bunch of eggs, and you know, when you cook, when you're in a homestead, you're cooking all the time. You're doing, you know, your Mountain Man breakfast with, you know, bacon, egg, sausage, whatever, and you go through some eggs now. And anyway, this is the first batch that I've been able to make in many months now. So anyway, that's my little tip, my little trick. If anybody's interested, I can post that recipe. I know a lot of people don't like pickled eggs. They don't see the point. They'll go after just plain hard-boiled eggs or deviled eggs, but it's actually pretty yummy. Anyway, I hope it was helpful for you, and remember, you're the gold. Take care now. Bye.